stop for the traffic lights. I'm gonna push the pedal straight to the door. I'm burning out all the city streets, and now I can't wait to feel the beat. A suicide cruising 145, you know what I mean. Pedal to the metal, baby.
Hello, pilots. It's a rainy day outside, which is a perfect day for some indoor simulator series racing. I'm Steven D'Agostino, 43D3D3 with Denver Drone Company, here for the indoor simulator racing series. It's Friday night. It is race 8. Points are worth double. Each of these pilots have a chance to take home 10 points tonight. There are 5 rounds in each of the classes. And the winner after tonight will take home one of 6 prizes. I'm going to hop in the Discord chat. Let these guys know that I have a room live. And we'll get some warm-up heats running. Hello. Turn the music down some more. There we go.
I tried to keep up with Max and Cameron, I just crashed.
I have
Pete? Who am I trying to keep up with?
I have a room live that's just DDC.
I'm out of
Yeah,
here.
this time I didn't take it. 'Cause I didn't make the room. I'm gonna join that.
Bumper, I'm out of here.
Fuck this track.
Bumper, did you see my stick ends?
No, because my pilot chatter is... Who
Oh,
did you send him?
I just sent it to direct message.
I don't know how to work that.
I don't know how to work this. Yeah, Discord's not super intuitive.
There it is. Oh yeah, I think that's what I have, Max, on my regular radio. My sim radio's got smaller ones.
There's one
It's
pilot.
sharper.
Want us to join up now?
Yeah, go ahead. Start running some practice rounds. I swapped out the, or I shrunk that gate, so it might be a little bit better now.
Do we have to re-download?
No, because I'm hosting, so I should have my version.
So what's the name of your room? I'm sorry.
DDC.
Yeah, DDC.
I'm dealing with my whole thing, so I'll be in a few minutes.
Okay, still downloading, or
Yep.
updating rather.
Yeah, I'm on gigabit, but it's still...
Yeah, can only go as fast as their servers.
Yeah.
At least we know he hasn't been practicing.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I guess if he wasn't using a launcher, he could have been practicing.
No, because he couldn't have downloaded the track.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, at least since if it's newer than the patch, because that update was from Tuesday, so I'm assuming it wouldn't let you.
That's true.
I don't know where you guys are, but I'm just power looping.
Momentarily, I'm going to take a second and thank our sponsors for tonight, the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control Hobby Smoky Hill. The other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, providing the prize money for the series. I will go over the pirate prizes with the pilots in just a minute, but it is $100 for the winner of the advanced class and $50 for the winner of the enthusiast class, provided by the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing. You can find them on Facebook at the Other Guys FPV, or facebook.com/the Other Guys FPV Racing, one of the premier drone racing groups in Colorado. Our other sponsors for tonight and the rest of the series were CBD Janes, Remote Control Hobby Smoky Hill. You can find them as well on Facebook. Links to all of our sponsors are in the description of our YouTube and DLive.tv streams.
Batteries.
It's going to be weird reminding yourself not to allow a crash.
Yeah.
I think we've gotten really loose.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, he means in real life. I get it now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Forgot about real life.
Missing 2 people. Who are missing? Toby and Fade Pete. Advances here. Okuru, Slippy Trim, Fritz.
There's birds everywhere. This is dope.
I had to turn off birds and butterflies so my frames wouldn't kill me.
Last night I was flying those TOG tracks. Those are fun.
Oh yeah.
What are they called?
Just the other guys' tracks.
Yeah, the other guys'
Yeah,
tracks that just got the
TOG.
leaderboards.
Oh, TOG.
What in the heck just happened?
I don't know.
Leo's
Where'd you
moving
go?
away, but Leo is such an incredible track builder for TOG.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun.
It's saying it can't launch now.
Oh, you changed it to a gate, Steven. It's not a tube no more.
Yeah.
Not enough disk space. What 4 gigs of disk space is required?
For
What?
what?
I don't know what the heck is going on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's
That's the same issue I had.
Who wants to take us on a track walk real quick?
I will. I'll reset.
I can't spectate you.
Oh, I'm in spectator mode for some reason.
Where's Yellow?
Cameron, come back to the beginning and give us a track walk. Wait, how do I go in cam right now? You know what? That's how I do it.
You want me to go slow?
Yeah.
Alright.
So this track tonight was made by FPV Fritz. Well, I mean, you
Camera, no crash, a lot of pressure.
so at the beginning of the track there was a
This can't be happening
set
right
of
now.
boxes, and those boxes you could either go through the gap underneath them or choose to go up and over. And then I've got them going up the stairs there and around the rafters before dropping down into this tunnel that extends the length of this walkway. And they cut right into these gates here in the window. They're going to do a 360 orbit through there, cut right and drop down through the tube here at the end of the track. And then make their way through to the gate at the beginning here. Oh, and I'm going to actually change it to a 2-minute heat for this one, because it's a little bit shorter, and there's only 5 rounds for each class. So I'll pad it out a little bit.
Don't stop after your third lap, guys.
Right. Ooh, Cam hitting the gap there. Through the
Does
boxes.
that mean the emulation's off?
Yes or no. I can either turn battery emulation off or leave it on.
I think we should turn it off if we're doing 2 minutes. 'cause
Yeah,
I mean,
I
end
agree.
this track 3 laps with like.
Well, is it 2
50%.
minutes and not laps?
Open class, 2 minutes.
I like that. It's more like an actual
Go ahead and
Game.
change that.
time, and then the slow people, the fast people don't have to wait for the slow people.
Yeah. Is emulation still on? Is battery emulation still on?
I'm not in a race, so I don't know.
Cam?
It's not on in. It's not on in
Not for
practice.
me.
Okay.
Dude, where's my flying that I'm flying like right now when I'm in a heat with Max? Dude? I feel like I'm crushing it right now. I don't know if you're watching me or not.
I'm watching Fade. He's killing it too.
I like the track.
Yeah, Fritz did a good job.
It's my first one I ever built, guys. Then I spent a whole bunch of time on one in the library, and then deleted it all, and then made a different one that wasn't quite as impressive.
Thread the
but
needle.
yeah.
Oh,
That
wait,
one's
2 minutes, not
tough.
3 laps. Okay, well.
Did you try that one?
Yeah.
Isn't that one weird where
It's
you're like
so
up by the
tough.
chandeliers?
Yeah, and the gates are so tiny.
I know, they're super small.
Like, I don't know, maybe the eye of a needle or something?
I think I just used the default gate.
All right, Fade. Nice lap, man.
I tried to go through the boxes, didn't work.
Are we just waiting on people, or?
Waiting to see what's up with Fritz's.
I'm trying to reinstall into a different hard drive here.
Well,
I don't
this
know
is
what's
the 2
going
minutes
on.
that's going on right
Okay.
now, because, like, really throwing me off.
What?
Just I thought I was done after the 3rd lap. I was, like, ready.
I'm glad you got that out of the way.
Dude, I put down a sub 20 already? Let's go.
Let's go. Good stuff, Cam.
Peep, is that how you're gonna fly that? You're gonna do the little backflip ass up thing there?
Steven, do you wanna put me in just so I can try the 2-minute thing? I just wanna see how it feels once we're done with this race.
Yeah, bumper.
Thank you.
I am. I'm going in the out of the gate and back through it.
I'll drop Cam and Fade out. So I can get Bumper in there too.
Dang it.
Unless Peep, are you cool to sit out?
Uh,
Or do you need more stick time?
yeah, I can sit.
If you want more time, Peep, don't worry about it. I don't want to take your spot if you want it.
I'll swap you guys back in now after these races.
No, you're good.
It wants to reinstall everything again. What the? Yikes!
Oh, man.
I think it
Oh,
has
what,
to
hello?
do with the way
Oh,
you're
I wasn't
launching
even
the
engaged
game.
in my own
Wait,
window.
Are you
I'm
going
launching it from the launcher now. Like,
inside
and
the
it-
executable though?
it,
Like inside your latest.
yeah,
update?
yeah.
Hmm.
And then it worked, and I was here, and I was like playing and racing, and then I changed. I exited out to get to the new map because I couldn't find the new map when I typed in DDC, and now it says there's not enough space to install 4 gigabytes of space.
Oh, jeez.
Clean up your drive.
Did you completely reboot?
No, I should probably do that.
Have you tried unplugging and
We all
plugging it
freak
back
out.
in?
I know, right? It's because I have like a data drive and then a Windows drive,
Right.
and everything's in the stupid Windows drive. So I moved it.
SSD.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
MP Miller gonna lap Cameron FPV at the beginning of the track here.
Yeah.
Let's see if Cameron FPV
Alright,
can close
I'm
this
just
gap.
ready.
He's on his tail here. He's gonna open up that throttle and try to get around him up in the rafters.
This is awesome.
Not quite cutting it for him.
Keep in
Fast Max
mind,
already
though,
outside.
When this race started,
swear
I
to
wasn't even
God.
in the Velocitron window. I was in my Spotify window, apparently.
Well, sounds like somebody should have been paying attention. MP Billy's
Well,
got
at
a
least
full
this
lap
isn't a
on you.
real race. I will be paying more attention.
Oh, this is your heat against Max.
Oh god.
Wait, is it silent? Oh, I'm flying. Oh.
Oh, I'm flying, he says.
Ooh, that felt good. Get some of this down.
Too much wrecky.
Toby, how you doing? Where's your download at?
It's
Yeah.
finishing now.
Vic,
Okay.
It's like 99 point. Yeah, we're up.
Alright, cool.
Let's see if it fixed it, or if I will just go fuck myself.
Lobby name is just DDC.
Just DDC.
JUST.
No.
DDC.
No. Simply DDC, nothing else.
So
No.
So
SIM.
N-O-N-O. Quote, DDC, end quote. That is the name, nothing else. Just the stuff inside quotes.
Quotation
So-
marks part of it.
So
Slow down and
quote,
get all that.
DDC end quote.
Yeah, why would you put quotes in your room name?
Just to really make it stand out.
Just
Be
to
unique.
really fuck with people. Alright, well.
you should start them with 0 so that they're at the top of the
What?
list.
No. Don't do this. Don't do this shit.
Oh, he's gone.
I'll be back. It wiped all my controller settings.
Oh.
That's so cool.
Boo.
The controller wiped its own settings, or the game wiped the controller settings?
When I did this big update, it wiped all of my settings.
On your controller?
Okay.
On the game for my
Okay.
controller.
I'm gonna drop Max out real quick. Throw Pete back in there. Run another race. Hopefully, Toby's back in and Fritz is a little bit further along in his.
Would hit the boxes.
Never do that.
We've got Bumper taking an early lead up through the rafters here. Fade FEV hot on his tail. Okuru in third place.
Oh shit.
Alright, I can finally do practice.
Bro, it spawned me ahead of where I was supposed to be when you crash in the big red tunnel.
In the
Dude, that's
tunnel.
my favorite.
Yeah.
Does that. No
There-
gates in front of you.
There were twice as many gates that right there, and anytime you crashed, it did that. I was hoping that I got all the spots where it would happen, but I guess I missed one.
Who wants to guess what else got wiped?
All your models.
My PIDs, but not my models for some reason.
Who needs PIDs?
Right?
Only everybody.
I've literally
Only
just
anybody
copy
who wants to
pasted
be in
from
control.
Beta Flight, so.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't messed with the PIDs at all for the whoops.
You didn't mess with the PIDs at all, and you're flying faster than me? What?
I'm not flying faster than you,
Yeah, you are.
and only in angle mode.
Well, I'm flying in angle mode, so.
Well, but that doesn't. The PIDs don't have as much of an effect on angle mode in the simulator, do they? It's more of the.
That's
angle.
not correct. It's the rates that don't have
They
it.
definitely affect it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misspoke. That's my bad.
Did that same mistake, and Adam was there for me.
Using wrong words and stuff.
Wrong
Wrong
words
brain.
and stuff.
Okay. 1.57 gigabytes erased.
Apparently, I got my one good heat out of my system.
Hey, you're ready to screw up, huh?
Do, 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 do.
There they are.
more of the system that I'm used to with the 2 minute thing. It's interesting.
Alright, dropping. Slip, do you mind sitting one out?
No problem. Go for it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you can boogle crew too. I'm gonna take a break before we start.
Okay. Bro. Slip you back in there then. Okay. I know I didn't post a track preview for this one, so I'm going to give Toby a heat or two to learn the course.
Dang.
I would give it to Fritz, but I think he pretty much knows it since he made it.
I was able to test it a little bit before my computer decided to hate me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to uninstall Wondershare Filmora.
There's 20 gigs.
It's not enough. I know it's not enough. It says 730 megabytes. What the crap?
How much space have you made? You said 1.7?
Yeah. GIMP, Free Studio, LibreOffice. This is ridiculous.
You're a busy dude.
I try.
Lots of productivity. Cameron FPV gaining on Fade FPV now. Deep FPV with a significant significant lead on second and third place. Oh yeah. Hashtag crack one.
Crack one. Hey, it's a Friday night. And a pair of jeans that fit just right.
Oh man.
Anyone know this song?
No, yes, but I wish I didn't.
Sorry, I had to hear that for 8 hours today at work because
Oh, man.
at work was apparently so
the,
much.
the jukebox was broken and it would only play the one song, and instead of turning it off, they just turned it up louder.
That's exactly what happened, homie.
Alright. Let's run one more. I'm gonna drop Cameron out, put Max in.
Yay. Alright, let's try this again.
2, 1. Let's see if Peep FPV or Bumper can take this lead from MP Miller. Not a lot of technical details, so what it's really going to come down to is who can throttle up the most and keep their lines the
How do
tightest.
you get to FPV mode?
Spacebar.
Right click on their thing.
Oh, right click on the name. Thank you.
That's why, and that's the only way I know how to do it, and that's why I was like, okay, I don't really know how to do this until I start the race. MP Miller out in front, but Peep FPV closing that gap quickly. Fade taking out that third place spot. You can go over those boxes too, Toby.
Great.
I just found the fire on the roof.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think he put that there so he could tell. Fritz, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you put that there so you could tell which building it was when you were making the
Exactly.
track? Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Because the first time I was looking around for it, I was like, I don't really know where this track is to go in and edit. I saw some fire burning off in the distance.
Yeah, that's exactly why. It's like, where is the building? Where is it? Oh, is there enough space? mean, I guess I could erase the 20 gigs of porn I have on my computer.
No. None of that. None of that. Streams live. None of that. But as a side note, though, only 20 gigabytes?
Damn.
Those are rookie numbers.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Yeah, I'm killing it, man.
It's all just, it's still
Best,
pictures.
best lap, none.
I told you, I fly in the 4th dimension, and the 3rd dimension, and the 3rd dimension, and 3.
And I gotta say, whoever quoted the Wall Street in a second ago, that's the perfect quote for this. Those are rookie numbers.
Those are rookie numbers.
That was me.
You think about what they were talking about in the movie then?
Yes. You gotta get those numbers up.
The polishing technique?
Alrighty.
Shoot for at least 5 times a day.
Okuru, are you back?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Fritz, how's your download, or how's your space freeing up thing going?
Velocitron hates me.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Do I need to come over there?
Have
Yeah,
you considered
I guess so.
sharing that porn with Velocitron?
Should I go ahead and get started and see if we can get you in before the...
Yeah, man. I mean, it now when I hit launcher, it just wants to install. It's not even giving me the screen to play. It just starts installing. So.
Is there another launcher file somewhere?
Yes, I have multiple launcher files now because I've been moving them around, trying to get them to work.
Ah. So maybe it's trying to read from a location because of that launcher file, but it's not actually saved there.
It should be reading from the folder that I open it in, right? If I open in a launcher.
I believe so. But I'm gonna mute and deafen the server real quick, and I will be right back. Just gonna do a sponsor spot.
Yay, sponsors.
Yay, sponsors. Speaking of, thank you to our sponsors for tonight. The Other Guys, Colorado Drone Racing, one of the premier drone racing groups in Colorado, sponsoring the prize pool of $150, $100 for the advanced class winner and $50 for the enthusiast class winner. Thank you to CBD Janes and Remote Control Hobby Smoky Hill. All of these sponsors can be found, links for these sponsors can be found in the description of our YouTube and DLive.tv videos. I don't know if I've gone over the prizes with you guys yet since I started the stream, so let me do that real quick. So, for the enthusiast class, let me start a race real quick.
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Oh, yes. That sounds promising.
I think this may work.
Nice. So for the enthusiast class, 3rd place is gonna win a Menace RC Invader patch antenna. 2nd place is gonna get a TBS Unify Race VTX as well as a white noise board. 1st place is going to get a T-Motor flight controller in addition to $50. For the advanced class, 3rd place will get a Hobby Wing flight controller. 2nd place will take a Betaflight F7 flight controller. And 1st place is going to go home with a Flight Club Proton frame and $100. In addition, everybody's going to get a Denver Drone Co. hat and shirt on the podium. And then, well, even maybe just all the pilots. And then, Peep donated props for the podium as well. Matching props for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in enthusiast and advanced. So thank you, Peep.
Dude, I was actually about to ask you that. Thank you, Peep.
And then the prize money was sponsored by the Other Guys. So everybody say thank you to Bumper and the Other Guys.
Thank you, Bumper, the other guys.
Hey,
EOG. Steven, does that hat like the stitched embroidered one?
Yes,
with the
sir.
logo on it?
Yes, sir.
Fancy
Dude,
one.
I saw one of those at Full Stand. I was like, bro, that's a dope hat. I need me one of those.
Speaking of Bumper, do you know when we're gonna get started with outdoor stuff, or not quite yet?
Unfortunately, the president of the club has children and some health issues in his family, so he's in no hurry to go get sick.
Okay, all good. I was just curious.
I think there's talks of maybe Ben taking the equipment and doing some things, but I haven't heard that from Ben.
And I've been wanting to talk to Bumper about that too, because he had mentioned that the other day that it might be a while before the other guys were doing some races. So I'm going to talk to Bumper about that after this series and see if there's anything I can help with for that. Because I'd like to get some 5-inch races up and going again, both with Foco and with the other guys, because I like having them every weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if there's a hole for 5-inch and somebody knows how to diminish the race, there's no reason not to.
Right.
If
Main thing
everybody
right
gets
now
in
is the
race.
gates, and like I don't have a RF wand either, so I'll have to get one of those. But yeah, there's just a couple of things that I would have to get and get set up before I would be able to run them. But all right, so round 1. Fight. Now we've got Okuru and the rest of the enthusiast class here. Let me pull everybody out, and then I'll get everybody who needs to be in. It's gonna be Trim, Slippy, Okuru, FPV Fritz,
Okay.
and Crazy Fox. Are you 5 pilots ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I guess. I guess I could do that.
Alrighty, well if anybody yells at me, I'll restart the race. Gonna watch the whole shot here. It's gonna look like it's
How come I
Bumper.
have gates? Am I in?
Ah, yeah, you're not supposed to be though.
Woohoo! You guys are going down.
Yeah. On my race.
Kick him.
I did. I did, in fact, kick him.
I talk all kinds of shit.
We'll learn you.
Just give everybody a fair shot. Everybody gets the same amount of races. So we do have Okuru out in front here. Let's get a better camera angle on this. Had to make sure I was muted in Discord. Okuru is out ahead of Slippy through the red tunnels there at the top of the staircase as he makes his way around the outside into the track. Let's take a look and see where Fritz and Trim are. They're battling it out for 2nd place and 3rd place. Slippy having some trouble with the window there. Crazy Fox up at the rafters. Bumper not actually in this race. We got Okuru in 1st place back up to the rafters here. Making his way through the window. Let's go outside and see as he crosses through that rainbow gate and down through the tube around into the start-finish gate there. Fritz and Slippy now at the window as well, making their way outside. Trim hot on their tail, coming in to get up on that 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place spot. Fritz at a bit of an advantage since he did make the track. Slippy now up the staircase in 2nd place. Okuru still out in front through the rafters into the red tunnels. Fritz still hot on Slippy's tail. Trim now gaining ground on 2nd and 3rd place. Crazy Fox making his way through the tunnel here. Excuse me. That's going to be Okuru coming through in 1st place. Slippy in 2nd. FPV Fritz coming through most likely in 3rd, unless he makes a mistake and Trim gets to overtake. Looks like that is going to be Trim coming in 4th place with Fritz in 3rd. So 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is Okuru, Slippy, and Fritz. Let's take a look at who was racing who here. We had Okuru up against Jimmy, so that's going to be a bye round for him, as Jimmy could not make it tonight. Slippy's going to take a point over Trim, 2 points over Trim, my apologies, and then Fritz, FPV Fritz, is going to take 2 points over Crazy Fox. So in that heat, we had Okuru taking a point over Jimmy in a bye round because I didn't get to hear back from him before the race started. Slippy
2 points.
taking 2 points. Yes, sorry, double points.
All good.
Okuru taking 2 points over Jimmy, not just one. Slippy taking the win over Trim, And then Fritz taking a win over Crazy Fox. Let's get into the second heat here. The advanced class is going to be Peep FPV, MP Miller, Fade FPV, Cameron FPV, and Bumper. Are you 5 pilots ready to go?
Yep.
Yep.
Cam?
Cameron.
Muted, yeah. I'm
Okay,
good.
muted, yeah. And then Fade, you good? Fade.
Is he muted?
He's muted.
Muted. Alright.
Oh, sorry.
You're
See me
good.
check a Discord
You're
real
good.
quick.
Can't check my Discord. Alrighty. Sorry about that, folks. We had MP Miller out in front again with a now 20 lap lead on Peep. Not that really that much. That tunnel doesn't count for a lot of those gates there. More of about a 10 lap or 10 gate lead on Peep FPV, but he's got Cameron hot on his tail here. Cameron colliding with the boxes, choosing to go through that hole, but it's going to cost him a couple of seconds there. Peep FPV up in the Raptors. We've got Bumper making his way in. He's going to drag along the ground there. Bumper in for 3 laps. Fade is going to overtake there right at the end of lap 2. Peep FPV coming around to the flags, up the staircase there. MP Miller already outside, heading through the tube into the start finish. Let's go Cam with MP Miller and see a fast lap here. These pilots choosing to go up and around the rafter instead of underneath and up through.
Thanks. What is that supposed to do?
MP Miller with really clean altitude control through that ascent rainbow there on top of the logs after the immediate start of the track. It's a storming out. There's Fade FPV coming around with a 2 minute and 1 second 5 lap pace. That means Bumper is in 4th place, so let's see if that's going to be a point for Bumper this time. This is actually the heat where Bumper is facing Fade, so he's going to take the 2 points there. Peep is going to lose it to MP Miller.
Hey, Max.
And Cameron FPV
7
had a
laps
buy
is
round there.
under 20, isn't it?
Wait, he just got 7 laps.
Jeez.
My word.
Man. So that round we had Bumper up against Fade, so he's going to take 2 points there. Peep FPV was up against Miller, or MP Miller, so MP Miller's going to take the points there. And then Cameron FPV had the bye round that time.
God. Hopefully I got to the garbage.
Let's get into round 2, heat 2. Or heat 1, my apologies, enthusiast class. FPV Fritz, Crazy Fox, Okuru, Slippy, and Trim. Alright, are you 5 good to go?
Yep, do it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Just 1 second for me, sorry. Thank you to our sponsors for tonight. The other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control Hobby, Smoky Hill. Let's get into round 2, heat 2. Heat 1, I did it again, the enthusiast class. Here we go.
Somebody's on top of me.
Let's see who's taking the whole shot here. Out in front, it's going to be Crazy Fox taking first place through the boxes there. Slippy now and taking that lead in first place. Got Okuru gaining the ground. Okuru has been the faster pilot, Slippy the more technical. This track is a little bit more throttly, so it does suit Okuru to really full send through these open spaces here. Slippy in second place, keeping that gap close. Trim and Fritz battling it out for third place. Fritz trying to take that spot from Trim. Crazy Fox back in the tunnel here in fifth place. Got Okuru back all the way up at the stairs already. Slippy right behind him. He's going to collide with the pole there underneath the staircase, which is going to cost him some time and let Trim gain that lead back. Puts Okuru outside as he makes his way down through the tunnel into the start-finish here. We've got Trim in second place, widening the gap between himself and Slippy here. FPV Fritz through the window, keeping that lead on Crazy Fox, who's now up into the rafters for lap 2 here. Okuru gaining ground on FPV Fritz. He has already lapped Crazy Fox. Trim now up at the window. He's about to lap Crazy Fox as well. Slippy keeping that lead close from Trim, not letting him get too far ahead. Both pilots struggling with that window for a second. Okuru still out in front. Trim in second place and Slippy in third. Looks like Trim kept the lead through that window debacle there. Okuru now at the window as well. He's going to lap Fritz. Crazy Fox up the stairs, about to get lapped by Slippy. Trim now through the tunnel with a decent lead on Slippy here. Okuru now out in front, about to lap Fritz for the first time, I believe. He goes ahead and does it. That's Trim in second place. Good racing from Trim there. Okuru in first place with 5 laps. Slippy's going to take that third place spot. We have FPV Fritz in fourth place and Crazy Fox in fifth here. Fritz coming up to lap Crazy Fox as well.
Good job, Trim.
This is the heat where Okuru is going to take those points from Slippy. FPV Fritz is going to get the points over Jimmy, who didn't make it. And Trim is going to take points over Crazy Fox in a...
You widened that newbie drone gate at the tunnel there. That one always threw me. That one always like messed me up.
Yeah, I made him a little bit closer to the size of the tube there.
Yeah.
So that round, we had Okuru take the win over Slippy. So 2 points for Okuru there. Fritz, Fritz is going to take the points over Jimmy in a bye round, and then Trim in second place there is going to take points from Crazy Fox. Let's head into Heat 2 of round 2. Already almost halfway done with the racing for tonight. Got Peep FPV, MP Miller, Fade FPV, Cameron FPV, and Bumper. Are you 5 pilots ready to drop the goggles?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Here we go, guys. Let's see who's taking the whole shot here off the pad. It's going to be MP Miller, who's going to keep that lead up into the staircase here. Cameron FPV hot on his tail.
Shit, I'm going...
MP Miller gaining some ground on Cameron there through the rafters. Peep FPV down through the tunnel right behind Cameron. We've got Fade in fourth place and Bumper up into the rafters down through into the tunnel. 5 gates behind Fade. Let's see if he can gain that lead back. Oh, Cameron FPV and MP Miller both having trouble with the ascent here. Looks like Peep FPV is actually going to come out in front after that. Looks like he had the smoothest runs through that ascending rainbow. MP Miller now going to have to try to gain that ground back. Let's see if he can do it here. Ooh, he does. He hits that hole underneath the boxes there, and it's going to give him enough speed, or enough of a straight line to get just past Peep FPV. Fade FPV now in third place. Cameron FPV struggling with the boxes, the hole in the boxes here in fourth. The Bumper up into the window on his second lap here. Got MP Miller coming around into the rainbow with Peep FPV still hot on his trail. Fade FPV now getting passed up by Bumper, who is a lap behind though. Got MP Miller up at the window. Peep FPV now gaining some ground back. even if Peep does beat MP Miller, he did already have his race against him, so unfortunately, it wouldn't do much for him. Now Peep's only real chance here is to keep the points from second place so that he can keep his points over Fade. Cameron FEV is up against Bumper here. Cam with a pretty significant lead over Bumper, not too much to worry about there. This is MP Miller bye round. Let's go ahead and mark him down for his points.
I gotta start practicing with the emulator off.
Peep, we were battling
Oh, dude.
that entire
Looked like for
time.
half a
Getting
second
in
I saw
front of
Pete
you.
was ahead of Max, dude. That was insane.
He was ahead of me for a good amount of time there. That was good.
That's going to be MP Miller coming through
So they
in
got
first
really
place.
stuck on the
Peep
box.
in second,
Hit the
Cameron
box and
FPV
then
in
hit
third,
the,
Fade FPV in fourth, and Bumper coming through in fifth place there. That was
bump thing,
Cameron and
whatever you wanna
Bumper's
call it.
round. So that's going to be Cameron FPV taking
Everybody's
points
getting
over
19s.
Bumper.
You guys are moving.
So that first round that we did was Peep and Miller's round. So the whole time I was like, oh my god, he's so close. And then I realized even if you won that one, it wouldn't have been... It would have been points away from Max.
Still
But-
a fun race though.
Oh yeah, for sure. We've got Cameron FEV taking the points from Bumper. Peep FEV took some points from Fade there, and that was MP Miller's bye round. So let's head into round 3, heat 1. Get the advanced pilots out of the advanced class out of the air. Put in the enthusiast pilots. Got Trim, Slippy, Okuru, Fritz, and Crazy Fox.
Yeah.
Just one moment for me. Thank you again to our sponsors for tonight. The other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control Hobby Smoky Hill. Remember, links to all of our sponsors can be found in the description of our YouTube and DLive.tv videos. Thank you to the other guys for sponsoring the prize pool for tonight, $150. Let's get back to the racing. All right, are you 5 pilots ready to go? I should probably unmute myself in the Discord, huh? Are you 5 pilots ready to go? Sorry, I was asking and I was like, oh wait, I'm still muted in Discord.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty, here we go then, guys. Round 3, heat 1. Muting. See who's taking the whole shot. It's going to be FPV Fritz taking the whole shot there, but Crazy Fox is going to end up with the lead through into the rainbow. Slippy's going to end up with the lead out of the rainbow. Pilots were given the choice of going around to the right or left of that pillar there since there is no gate attached to it. We've got Slippy still out in front here. Okuru hot on his tail though. These 2 pilots have already had their round. So what it really comes down to is whether they keep those 2 spots over the other 3 pilots here. This is going to be a big round for Fritz if he manages to take it from Okuru. Trim has a bye round now, and Crazy Fox is up against Slippy. So if Okuru makes a mistake and Fritz manages to take the win here, he's going to get the 2 points over Okuru, who is now battling it out with Slippy through the window. Slippy takes the lead. Okuru is going to be coming up just behind him. Again, Okuru more of a full throttle kind of pilot. Slippy a little bit slower, more
Jiminy
technical.
Christmas.
Not that either pilot is bad, but Okuru taking advantage of that speed to make that wide turn through around the pole there and line up into the staircase. Slippy gaining that ground back as Okuru makes a mistake through the gates there. Slippy now down outside around the tube. He's going to come into the start-finish with Okuru hot on his tail. Trim still out in front of FPV Fritz here. Crazy Fox making his way down to the back of the track. FPV Fritz up the stairway. He's going to get lapped by Okuru. Slippy is out in front though, through the window now. Okuru into the window as well. Slippy coming around. That's going to be 4 laps done from Slippy. He's on lap 5 now. Let's go in cam and see how smooth he can get these rafters. Oh man, as soon as I say something. Good recovery from Slippy though. Just barely pokes through that first gate in the rafters. It's going to be enough for him though. Okuru now taking the lead from Slippy. Slippy taking the lead back. Slippy now coming around in first place. Okuru in second. That's going to put Trim in third. Fritz in fourth place and Crazy Fox in fifth. So let's give these points to Okuru. We'll give these points to Slippy. And Trim has been marked down in his bye round against Jimmy. Alright guys, so for that round we had Okuru taking the points from Fritz. Slippy was up against Crazy Fox, so he's going to take the 2 points there. And then Trim had the bye round against Jimmy. Sorry, I almost called you Trimmy because Trim and Jimmy. And I definitely called you and Slippy Trippy earlier.
I dig that. That's funny.
Slim Trippy.
Slim and Trippy. So, heading into Heat 2, Round 3, got the advanced class again. Bumper, Cameron FPV, Fade FPV, MP Miller, and Peep FPV. Are you guys ready to go?
Yep.
Yep.
Alrighty. Here we go, guys. Round 3, Heat 2.
Turning my mic off so I can cuss really loud.
MP Miller's going to take the whole shot and keep that lead. Up into the rafters here. Peep FPV in second place is going to get passed up by Bumper. If Bumper can keep it clean. Oh, Bumper's going to have a little bit of trouble there. Oh, it looks like Peep had a little bit of trouble there too, though. That's going to let Peep get just out ahead, not too much. Cameron FPV right behind Bumper. Right behind Bumper. Cameron's going to overtake Bumper through the window there. Bumper flying in acro mode tonight. Fade FPV coming up in the rear here. MP Miller already up at the tunnel. He's about to lap 3 of the other pilots. Peep up at the staircase. Bumper hot on his tail. This is the round between Fade and MP Miller. Cameron and Peep. And this is Bumper's bye round. So this is the real race here is between Cameron and Peep for this heat. Cameron's going to have some trouble with the rainbow there. It's going to give Peep a chance to grow his lead pretty significantly. Now he's through the rafters into the tunnel. Let's head outside and watch him as he comes through the window, back in and back out into that right turn. Oh, looks like Bumper's going to have a chance to catch up the lead. Oh, Bumper had a full lap deficit here. I'm not sure when that happened. Peep FPV and Cameron FPV battling it out. Cameron FPV choosing to hit that hole in the boxes again. It's really going to cost him. It's going to give Peep FPV a chance to get up into the rafters and down into the tunnel before Cameron FPV is even up into the rafters. Fade FPV is going to overtake Bumper there.
Did I roll up my windows? No, it was. Oh, it's not.
MP Miller colliding with those boxes as well. He does have a full lap lead on Peep FPV though. Cameron FPV now coming around. He's going to overtake Peep FPV.
Well, that was a trip.
Peep FPV had the lead pretty much the whole race until that last little turn there. Cameron FPV is going to overtake him through there. MP Miller with a full lap lead on the other pilots here. Bumper in the rear coming around up into the staircase. That's going to be Cameron coming around in second place. Peep in third place.
So many fucking times.
Fade FPV is going to finish out in fourth, it looks like. Bumper in fifth here. That was MP Miller's round against Fade. Bumper had a bye round, and Cameron FPV is going to take the points just barely over Peep FPV. Bumper now coming around to the back end of the track. He's going to finish out his heat there. All right, so Bumper was on a bye round there, so he's got 2 points. We've got Cameron FPV, who just barely took points away from Peep FPV, and then MP Miller took the points away from Fade.
Sorry, I'll let you
I crashed 5 times. I mean, you should beat me.
Cameron keeps going for the hole in the boxes and then getting stuck in it 5 times in a row.
That's where I'd struggle. Because if I do end up getting the hole through the boxes, I get a decent lap, I think, in my opinion, if I get the boxes. but
Yeah, I
the
never
box
try.
is the whole thing.
I
I
only
never
try
tried.
for it the first time.
I never try and go around them.
It's a fun hurdle though.
Yeah.
'Cause you can hurdle it and then just draw a straight line if you do it perfect.
There's that one pipe right before the first little red tunnel that catches me. It's like you cannot see it, and if you go too low, it totally.
Oh,
gets
on the
you.
right. Yeah, on the I know which one you're talking about. On the right side there.
We're calling it a log. It's like a power.
Yeah, I know. It's like kind of looks like a log, but yeah. I've hit.
Before we get into round 4 here, thank you to our sponsors again, the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control Hobby Smoky Hill. Links to these 3 groups can be found in our description of our YouTube and DLive.tv streams. Alrighty, so we're heading into round 4, Heat 1, Enthusiast class. We've got Crazy Fox, Fritz, Okuru, Slippy, and Trim. Are you guys good to go?
Might as well.
Alrighty, I was just double checking to make sure I didn't have any extra pilots in there. Here we go. Who is taking the whole shot here? It's gonna be Slippy through the whole shot. Crazy Fox took the whole shot, but Slippy took the lead through the rainbow there. Crazy Fox now back out in front.
Oh shoot.
Okuru out in front now as Slippy misses a gate. That's going to give Okuru and Trim a chance to overtake. Trim now in second place. Okuru in first. We've got Slippy in third here. Colliding with that red tunnel. It's going to give Fritz a chance to close the gap a little bit, and Crazy Fox some as well. Okuru already outside, up into the rainbow. Trim coming around into lap 2 for his rainbow as well. We've got Slippy hot on his tail. FPV Fritz coming around into lap 2. Nice even spread on these pilots. Crazy Fox going to bump into the ground there and flip over. Got Okuru on lap 2 up at the window. Trim gaining ground on Okuru here. Slippy now closing that gap on Trim. FPV Fritz keeping his lead on Crazy Fox. Okuru still out in front. Let's go in camera with Okuru, an acro pilot, and see how he handles some of these obstacles here. No obstacles that really benefit from him flying acro other than the speed aspect of being able to tilt forward more. He's dropping down into the tube now. And that's going to be another lap for Okuru, who's lap 4. Let's see Slippy and if he can gain that ground. Oh, Trim's going to overtake Slippy there into lap 3, or into lap 4 there. Slippy hot on the tail. Pardon me, I got to get a sip of water. My apologies, folks. OG Dr. Love, go Peep, go. After this heat, I will let him know you say hello for sure. How are you doing tonight, Doctor? Okuru now into the tube on the outside of the track. He's going to come around into first place with 5 laps done in 2 minutes 22 second pace. FPV Fritz taking 4th place there. Let's assign these guys their points. We have Okuru taking the points from Crazy Fox. As I assign these points here, we've got Okuru taking the points from Crazy Fox. Trim is going to take the 2 points from FPV Fritz. And Slippy had a bye round against Jimmy that time. Peep, OG Dr. Love says go Peep go. I just didn't want to mention it while the race was going.
What up, OG?
Curse you, Trim!
Alrighty, let's get the advanced class pilots in here. Peep, MP Miller, Fade FPV, Cameron FPV, and Bumper. Are you 5 ready to go?
Yep.
Isn't this one my buy?
This is your bye, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you
And
want
that's
to?
the last race?
Sorry.
Is it
We
the
have one
last
more.
one for
No.
us?
No, one more.
Alright, I'll race it then.
Okay. Alrighty, here we go, guys. Round 4, Heat 2. Who's taking the whole shot? It's going to be MP Miller taking that whole shot and keeping the lead. Up into the rafters. Cameron FPV on his tail here. This is Bumper's round against MP Miller. We've got Fade FPV up against Cameron FPV. And as discussed earlier, this is Peep FPV's bye round. Cameron FPV still in second place. A four-gate gap between him and MP Miller. Peep FPV is going to overtake, or he's not going to overtake. My apologies. He is up in the rafters. Cameron FPV had collided at the end of the red tunnel, which made me think that Peep had overtaken. Forced perspective. MP Miller in first place now. Bumper in fourth, keeping that lead on Fade through the window. MP Miller in through the window as well. Let's go in camera with him for this next lap here. In through the red gate. He's going to hit those box, or the gap in the boxes with no problem. Again, going up and around instead of under and over.
Oh, come on.
Cutting it right down in through. And that is a clean lap from MP Miller. Let's watch with Cameron FPV here. Hopefully we don't give him the nerves. Oh, man. Hey, well, yeah. He's going to make it through the rainbow there with a little bit of trouble, and collide into the staircase gate. Let's go ahead and stop giving him some bad luck. Let's check in with Fastmax. Oh, no. MP Miller coming around to lap Cameron FPV here. MP Miller down and through the start-finish there. Peep FPV coming up on Cameron FPV here. This is his bye round. This is Bumper's race against Cameron FPV. Or no, I'm sorry, against MP Miller. MP Miller coming in for first place here. Bumper flying acro mode, which is going to give Fade a chance to overtake Bumper just barely into the last little bit of the track here. And that is all of our pilots finished. And that's all the pilots finished for Heat 4, or Heat 2 of round 4. MP Miller taking some points away from Bumper there. Cameron FPV edging out Fade FPV for the 2 points. And that, as discussed previously, was Peep FPV's bye round.
Wait, Peep was in this race?
No, technically not.
Aha!
Dang it! Let's try to make a meme.
Just gonna get Discord up here, deafen the server real quick while I say thank you to our sponsor for tonight, the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control Hobby Smoky Hill. Links to them links to their pages can be found in the description of our YouTube and DLive.tv streams. Thank you again to our sponsors. We appreciate the support. The other guys sponsoring us with the prize money for the night's race, or for the entire series. Heading back into it, we've got round 5 here. Heat 1, it's the enthusiast class. And then round 5, Heat 2, the final race of the series, the advanced class. Let's get it.
A couple weeks ago, because I keep switching and then I relearn every race. Yeah, okay.
I was good on it earlier. I'm a little cramped up tonight.
One of them small tracks just destroyed me in acro and I switched. The Peep track, maybe.
Welcome.
Yeah, the Peep track.
You're welcome, he
Yeah, that
says.
Peep track was crazy.
Humbler.
This track was awesome, dude.
We've got Trim, Slippy, Okuru, FPV Fritz, or sorry, just Fritz, and Crazy Fox in round 5, Heat 1. Are you guys ready to go?
Yep.
Let's go.
Alrighty. This is the last race for the series for the enthusiast class. Let's see who's going to take the whole shot.
Cowboys.
It's going to be Slippy taking the whole shot. Let's see if he keeps the lead here. Trim is going to take the lead from Okuru and Slippy, as well as FPV Fritz. Let's head outside. We've got
Steven,
these
your
pilots coming
sponsor
through the
thing
window
is
soon.
still on, by the way. The little screen.
Thank you, sir.
Oh! What happened?
Okuru in second place here. We've got Slippy in third. Trim is in first place, coming around the staircase.
Screwing up so bad now.
This is Okuru's heat against Trim. Let's see if he's able to get this lead back from him. He's gaining ground already. And Trim colliding with that purple light there doesn't help him. Okuru's going to full throttle and get a little bit of a lead on Trim. Trim going to hit that throttle as well and try to keep that gap from widening. FPV Fritz in the tunnel. Slippy's going to overtake just as we get on to viewing him. Okuru now out in front of Trim, holding that lead. Down into the red tunnel. Okuru at the window. He's going to have some problems with that third gate, which is going to give Trim a chance to catch up but not overtake. Okuru, let's go in cam with him for this lap here. He's going up and over into the ascent, or the ascending rainbow there. Definitely what I would have done as well. There's no way I would have been able to hit that gap in the boxes consistently enough for it to be race worthy for me. MP Miller doesn't seem to have a problem with it. Cameron FPV likes to give it a shot. Sometimes it works for him. We're going to see how well it works for him in this next heat here. He might just have to choose to go over. Back into spectator mode here. We've got Okuru still out in front. Trim coming around in second place, just barely missing that last lap there. Slippy coming around for third here, which is going to put FPV Fritz in fourth. Crazy Fox in fifth. Okuru finishing up his victory lap here. I am pretty sure that cements Okuru in first place for the entire series. Sour Power might have had a chance, but he was unable to make it tonight due to
The
his...
2-minute format, that last box hurdle thing, it just won't end fast enough. You're like, is that the end? And then, no, you gotta hurdle it again.
All right, guys. Awesome racing. That was an awesome series. It was fun watching everybody battle it out for this whole time, especially the pilots that we had enter last second. Seeing them fight their way back up to podium. Unfortunately, neither of them were able to make it to the last two races.
Yeah, so Sour Power just couldn't make it.
Yeah, because he's got the Youth Drone Racing League. No, not the Cameron. He's got the Youth Drone Racing League. He and Carpenter are both a part of that, and they have a dress rehearsal for their event tonight, so they were unable to make it, as well as on Tuesday, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's
like
for it's for the Minnesota State High School Championships.
Yeah, man, like can't get much more of a legitimate reason than that. But that was going to be Okuru taking the points from Trim, just barely. That was a really close race between the two of them that whole time. And then we had Crazy Fox take the 2 points in the bye round against Jimmy, and that leaves Slippy up against Fritz there, and Slippy took the points on that one. If you want to hang around until after this next round, I will get the points all done before everybody's gone. But this next round is the last race for the series. Heat 2, Round 5, Advanced Class, Bumper, Cameron FPV, Fade FPV, MP Miller, and Peep FPV. Are you 5 pilots ready to go?
Yep.
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 Alrighty, just a moment then. Thank you for the second to last time to our sponsors, the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control Hobby, Smoky Hill. Let's get into this last race for this series, the Denver Drone Company Indoor Simulator Racing Series. Thank you to everybody who stopped by and tuned in. Let's hit this race. All right, guys, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Who is taking the whole shot? It's going to be MP Miller out in front. This is MP Miller and Cameron FPV's race. Cameron FPV up into the ascending rainbow there. It's not looking good for him. MP Miller with a pretty resounding lead over them, or over him. Peep FPV, though, hot on his trail. As soon as I say that, he's going to collide with the red tunnel, as well as Fade, who collides in the same spot there. Bumper now up into 4th place. Cameron FPV rounding out our pack here. Remember, this is his race against MP Miller. MP Miller coming up to lap Cameron FPV. I don't think that Cameron's going to be able to take the points from MP Miller, but there's miracles that can happen. Got Peep FPV up into the rafters here. This is his race against Bumper, who's rounding out our pack now behind Cameron FPV. We got Fade FPV keeping that podium spot, 3rd place there. MP Miller up into the rafters again in his 3rd lap. Peep FPV outside, around into the tube. He's going to drop down into the ground there. Give Fade FPV a chance to close that gap and possibly overtake. We got Ketchup and Mustard battling it out in the rainbow here.
Oh, the box.
MP Miller is going to lap everybody into
Under
the
the
staircase
box,
with a
what the heck?
full lead. Cameron FPV having some problems with the rainbow there. Giving Bumper a chance to overtake here. MP Miller with
Got his
a
fade.
solid 2-lap lead on the rest of our pilots here. This has to be some kind of robotics handling the controls. Ooh, he's going to collide with one of the gates there. The first mistake we've seen from MP Miller tonight. Hitting the gap in the boxes so consistently every time. Losing a little bit of speed up in the rafters up at that first gate there. Not enough to make a difference, though. He does have a 2-lap lead still on the rest of our pilots. That's 7 laps so far. I'm thinking he can get 8 if he keeps this next lap nice and clean. Fade FPV in 2nd place there. Cameron FPV coming around, battling it out with Bumper. Let's see who's taking the 3rd place spot. Right now, it's looking like Cameron FPV making his way down through the tube, cutting it right through the 4 circle gates. That's going to be Cameron FPV in 3rd place. Fast Max in 1st. Fade in 2nd. Peep FPV coming around in 4th. And Bumper rounding out our pack here in 5th place. Awesome racing from these 5 pilots through the entirety of this series. We have Peep FPV barely edging out Bumper there.
Fuck you, consistency.
MP Miller
How about
edging
you
out
with 3 words? Consistent.
Cameron
gas.
FPV in his heat with
Go along with that
a
one,
solid
yeah.
lead on him, over 2 laps the entire time. And Fade FPV on a buy
Pretty
round there.
much, yeah. Consistent.
Let's let these pilots know.
I got angled in one
So
spot.
in that heat, I'm sure all of you have already mathed it out, but we had Peep FPV taking the 2 points from Bumper. Miller, MP Miller beating out Cameron FPV in that last heat there, and then Fade FPV on the buy round, so he gets 2 points by default. Awesome racing from all of you guys. Seriously, awesome job. I'm gonna real quick get together
Trey
the
got me on the
points.
season.
Let me see if I can't get these points broken down before everybody's got to get going. It is a Friday, so I don't think MP Miller has too much homework to do.
Nope.
Are you using a calculator?
Me?
Yeah.
84 plus, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting not knowing the points and stuff. So it makes it a little different if you're not keeping track.
Cam, Bumper, Fade, Miller.
I'm just not doing that in my head on the side and taking smoke breaks in between eats, you know.
A little more laid back. Alrighty.
Yeah, definitely 21 points.
Ooh, Okuru winning all of his heats tonight. He's going to go with 10 points.
Damn, son.
Slippy, 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 Slippy. Slippy losing only to Okuru. He's going to take 8 points. Fritz is going to take home 4 points.
Yay.
Shrim's got 6 points. And Crazy Fox has 2 points. Yee.
You got 2 points.
For the advanced class, we have Bumper with 2 points. Cam with 8 points. Fade with 2 points. Wait, that's... Yeah, Fade with 2 points. MP Miller with 10. Peep with 6.
Hey, I'm going where Cameron is, king of the smokestack. In the meantime, sorry.
All right.
I just saw him. I saw what he's doing on.
Yeah, dive through the ladders. Are you
Oh,
diving through the? Are you guys diving through the ladders?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, there's a swarm of you up there. I'm freaking late.
Party on the smokestack.
You guys can get in
The
that
flaming
ladder hole.
rod.
Yeah, there's you can't crash into it, so you can just.
Oh, I did it. Oh, it's invisible. I see.
Doesn't want to land you on the top.
Oh, I've been trying to dive it perfectly this entire time, not knowing it doesn't like.
Yeah, I spent about 2 hours on it one day.
Just trying to dive it.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go. Oh, never mind.
and I'm like, oh, you can't run
Okay.
into it.
I'm on
Do
it.
do a tap.
I'm the
and-
king of the smokestack, dude.
All right, Gmail, Google Sheets.
Yeah.
Can anyone do Stingy's tornado move?
What is that?
It's basically like an upside down orbit.
How?
Here, watch this. Go
I'm
into
spectating you.
yeah, spectate me if you can.
Alrighty.
Oh, I see.
You're not really upside down. The camera ends up upside down.
Yeah.
You're like sideways, kind of.
Alright, Okuru had 10, Slippy had 8,
Yeah.
Fade had 4.
Think about
Or
doing a
sorry,
normal
Fritz had
orbit.
4. My bad.
Now think about your camera being out the back side of you instead of the front.
Oh.
Had 6.
That's the geometry of the quad, I believe.
Hey, I can't figure this out.
Cameron's doing it pretty good.
Fox had 2.
Who's doing it pretty good? Max?
Sorry.
Keep had 6. Bumper
I cannot figure this out.
You can have your race secrets. I'll have my freestyle secrets.
Oh, there we go. Alright, I got it like
had
halfway.
Alright, I got the points all done. Do you want me to announce them now, or should I hold off and do it with more pomp on Facebook or something?
The stream viewers probably want to know.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, my prizes.
Oh, my prizes, he said.
Didn't you say to tune in to find out who wins?
I did say tune in to find out who wins, so.
Somebody's paying attention.
Let me pull up that window, actually. Make sure I don't have that hidden. There we go. Alright. So, for the enthusiast class, in third place, we have Sour Power holding on to that spot.
Oh.
Yeah, if you
With-
got the race more, might have been a different story.
That's pretty crazy.
With 34 points. So yeah, it wasn't too big of a gap. If he had been able to race these last two, it might have been a little bit closer. So Sour Power, not to detract from how well he flew or anything. Sour Power in third place with 34 points. I'll let him know since he couldn't make it tonight. That puts Slippy in second place with 47 points, making our winner for the first indoor simulator racing series, Okuru, with a 52-point finish.
Nice job.
Congratulations, Okuru. 50 bucks in your pocket and a flight controller made by T-Motor. I'm honestly not too sure what the exact model is.
Yeah, thanks, TOG.
Nice.
I'll make sure all 50 goes right back to race fees. Don't go to get going again.
Also, if you guys land on the smokestack, you start jittering like crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And
From the fire?
Yeah.
for the advanced class,
It just bounces you off.
I fell through the smokestack. Apparently.
in third place for the
Oh, I
advanced
just-
class is, with 34 points, we have Peep FPV taking home third place for the advanced class there. He's going to get a flight controller?
Yay!
Yeah, Hobby Wing flight controller. In second place is Cameron FPV with 39 points. Congratulations, Cameron. You're going to be getting a Betaflight F7 flight controller.
Nice.
And then in first place, no surprise, with $100 in his pocket and a Proton a Proton 5-inch racing frame by Flight Club. MP Miller,
Yeah,
the
you
robot who only lost one race this entire series, 2 bumper.
The bumper.
Wow.
Yeah, Bumper should get the kind of huge prize for that.
Yeah, Bumper gets the honorable mention for proving Max is human.
Everybody has a bad day.
X, I still want your software.
Still want the software that you're using. I need it now.
So those are our winners for the series. Thank you again so much to everybody who tuned in. Thank you again to our sponsors, the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control Hobbies, Smoky Hill. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, my bad. The other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control Hobbies, Smoky Hill.
Thanks,
I
Denver
am
Drone,
Steven
man. This was
D'Agostino, 43D3D3
Steven.
with Denver Drone Company for the indoor simulator racing series. Thank you
Yeah,
so much,
great
everybody.
series.
Have a
Thanks
great
again
night.
for this.
Thank you, guys. I
Really
appreciate
fun,
that.
guys. Good racing.
So I do want to do more of these series, more of the simulator series.
Do it.
Don't know exactly when. Probably give myself like a month or so. But in the interim, I'll probably still host some races every now and then. Maybe like once a week.
You know what you should do? You should have people make one-lap courses like DRL style for Tiny Root stuff.
1-lap courses? Oh, like sprint races?
Yeah, but you can't do that. Oh wait, yes you can.
Yeah, you
just
can.
have the lap count to 1.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's exciting.
Where'd Pete take everybody?
Make it, build it.
Time traveling.
Anyways, thank you
I'm in
everybody so
raid
much.
mode.
Welcome to the castle interior that I'm working on.
Nice.
Whoa. There's a roof. There's a roof.
Yeah, I know. There is a roof. This is
Oh,
inside the...
One more time, thank you again so much to our sponsors. Oh, shoot. How long has that been a thing? One more time, thank you again so much to our sponsors, the other guys, Colorado Drone Racing, CBD Janes, and Remote Control Hobbies, Smoky Hill. You can check all of them out on Facebook. We have links in the description of this and our past YouTube and DLive streams. I'm once again Steven D'Agostino, 4D3D3D3 with Denver Drone Company.